Okay, we've showed you some takedowns. We've showed you how to punch, kick, and everything like that. It's cool. This is like scoring, the big points, the hitting the home run. Instead of getting the RBI, you get the home run. This is like the slam dunk versus the jump shot. My bread and butter, my first love of outside of the entire grappling thing, is throwing. All right. I'm gonna start off slowly with a few throws and teach you the basics. You've probably seen these and probably tried the first few. But as we progress through these throws, you'll be like, okay, I gotta stop and rewind and try this all over again. Well, if it comes out on DVD, you can rewind without, seeing those squiggly lines. But right now, we're gonna have my training partner come on back out here. He's my uki, if we're talking judo, all right? And I'm the tori, I'm the one throwing it, all right? I'm going to show you first the Nage, the Ippon Nage. It's the basic shoulder throw that you've seen either on wrestling or in the movies with those action stars and everything, and they make it look so easy. Well, it is easy. I don't know if they can really throw it in a fight, because I don't know if they ever fought anybody other than point karate or Aikido, whatever it is they do. But this, I'm going to show you, is one of the employable techniques that I've used in freestyle and Greco-Roman wrestling, judo, even in jiu-jitsu matches, when guys try to jump to their guard. This is one of the things that we're going to work on, and we're going to do this quite a few times. I'm going to do it like 3 or 4 times only, because I'm not trying to bust him up, because I got like 30 throws I got to do, and I only got one uki, so we're going to talk about the basics on this first. First, fundamental, you have to have off balance. You have to off balance your opponent. Remember I was talking about the 8 principal directions of off balance somebody? That's called Happo no Kazushi, forms of off balance. I'm going to bring him in a southerly direction, in other words, towards me, all right? And when I transfer his weight forward, that's when I'm going to hit him with the Ippon Nage. I'm going to get my hips up underneath him. I'm going to put him in that Bermuda Triangle. I'm going to explain that now. I have him in a basic tie. Okay, I want you to look at the feet. My lead leg is in between his 2 feet here, as stated. And I'm going to show you the Bermuda Triangle of danger. Take the 2 points of his toes. All right, right here. Gonna draw a point to my toe. All right. On you geometry majors, probably call that a scalene triangle. Was it isosceles? I don't know. It's been a while. But it's just a triangle, nevertheless. All right. Now we have this triangle. I'm gonna pivot, back step off of my left leg, and hit him with the shoulder throw. Now when I do this shoulder throw, I want you to understand that I get my hips up in between his feet. Both my feet will be in between his, and I'm going to drop my hips, pop my hips right back up, and he'll go right over. Until he'll scoot back a little bit because he's a tall guy. All right, we're like so. Now I want to get him off balance. I pull him forward a little bit, if I'm using the back of the head or not. I'll drop my hips up underneath. You see and I got him off balance. I'm bringing my arm up. It's like I'm pointing to the ceiling. All right, I'm looking this way. I'm pulling his arm down. This is my guide arm. This is my power arm. And when I pop my hips, he's right over. The arm is still mine. I want to keep control of the arm because now I can drop my shin bone into his neck, or I can drop my knee into his stomach. All right, because I want to maintain control of my opponent the entire time. All right, back up. Now, I'll do it 2 times. I'm going to do it as he moves towards me. All right, but the first time I'm going to have it where we're tied up, whatever, and I'm here, and I'm going to take a back step here, all right? And I'll pop my hips, and I can have them under control here, all right? I'll hit forward, I'll extend the elbow here, all right? Now this one I'm going to have him moving towards me because I want him to exert his momentum towards me. Anytime you're doing this, mind you, your opponent is not standing still. They never stand still for you. This is almost like a live scenario when he's coming towards you. You can do this when somebody's charging you. You can do this in a fight. But mind you, with any type of technique that you have to sacrifice your back position, you're risking the chances of getting choked. If you remember fundamental principles like I've been teaching you, you should be okay with this, all right? Okay, this is the one when we're in a position where we're wrestling or whatever. I want to get the inside position. He's moving towards me. And I stay on top of him. I can put my knee on his stomach and on his head to keep him extended. I don't grab the wrist at this point. Once it's over, I have my forearm to forearm here, okay? Back up. one last time. All right. We tie it up in here. I get the inside position. Here. I have my inside position here. I have it snug up against my body. Our hips are forward. All right. That's the Ippon Nage. And you can do a drop knee step with that, but the thing is that you don't get the disorientating movement of it. In other words, with the throw of this magnitude, they tend to lose direction as far as where they are in air. The other one is more kinder, and I don't want to drop him. I don't want to drop to a knee. I want to make this throw as explosive as possible. We're going to now move on to the next technique. So you can practice this one a little bit before going on to the next movement, and we'll see you after you get done practicing.